Falcon boy, tell him.
Falcon boy, tell him. Wild. That is crazy. Don't compare Falcon to fucking Soldier Boy.
Soldier.
Make sure you record. And I want this on service. The greatness of Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Draco,
yeah. That blasphemy knocked your shit all off.
Yikes.
You.
That's exactly how the Falcon looked with the fucking shield. He was.
You crank that Falcon boy.
So like the first 10 minutes that he had that shield, when he was actually training with it, I was like, man, this nigga about to take his head off. He was.
I definitely thought he was.
It's so weird though. Like, why was he able to do so well when Bucky was there, but then Bucky leaves and he can't fucking catch it?
Well, because the way I looked at it is like when Bucky was there, it was just like you bouncing the ball off the wall and catching it. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of soon. When Bucky wasn't there.
All right, fair enough.
Nigga had to do a backflip to catch that bitch. Now that's what I didn't understand. Why are you doing somersaults catching it? Like, just get ready, bro. Put your hands up.
Are you a superhero or are you a gymnast?
A gymnast.
Extra.
This nigga tossed it, was like, nah, I'm gonna do a somersault.
Man, my nigga did a double burpee before he catch the goddamn shield.
Black people gotta be extra with it. They gotta have a little bit of swag with it. That's all it is.
Ain't never seen a nigga fucking do a cartwheel to catch a shield in my life till today.
You ever seen a nigga catch a shield at all?
This is true, a nigga. Hey, also, irony, Uncle Sam.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Uncle Sam.
I peeped.
Yeah, I saw that. I seen that symbolism.
He was also acting like Uncle. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, I don't know if y'all saw when they were fixing the boat, he went up to two dudes and said, Tommy and Carlos. Tommy Carlos is the dude at the Olympics who put his fist up back in the 60s.
I didn't catch that. I knew I wasn't
tripping. I said, those names sound familiar, fam. Where is it from? And that's definitely what it's from. What was it, 1968,
I think. Yep.
No, I didn't catch that.
Little black Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
So they opened up with your boy having a mental breakdown, lying to himself. Was he confused or is he lying to himself about who killed Lamar?
He's lying. He's lying. He's lying because he lied to the parents.
He's trying to convince himself.
Yeah, but he said the same thing to Sam and Bucky. Like, he killed Lamar. And he was like, bro, he didn't kill Lamar. All right, whatever you say. This is like, no, bro, he didn't kill Lamar.
I think he's just lying to everybody. I'm pretty sure he's just lying. But
he's lying to himself too, though.
Lying to himself
so does the serum make you a liar too when it first sits in or something? That's like, is that a side effect? Belligerence? Because
thinking you have all this power going to your head and shit.
Son was so pissed in that courtroom. Furious.
I know that. I live by your mandates. I live my own life by your mandates.
You made me this way. You trained me to be like this. Like, yo, fam, shut your ass up before we tase you and take you in the barracks.
Yeah, bro, I don't have no more sympathy for you, bro. I have no more sympathy for you.
Bro, I never had none for this dude. He's a clown.
Because even after that happened to him, he was still trying to justify. They don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get what it takes to be Captain America. No, you don't get what it takes to be Captain America. Clearly.
You still within your first 90 days catching bodies on camera. Like, come on, son.
Right.
Like a whole mental break.
I like the actor, though. The actor is doing a really good job. Wyatt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a really good job with it, like just making it all believable, making me hate him, even though like I know he's an integral part of the story, but he's doing a real good job. What?
I was just gonna say Seinfeld chick came out of nowhere.
I was just about to say the same
thing. Yo, that threw me off.
Like,
what you doing,
talking big shit? Like, yeah, the best decision you ever made in your life is picking up the phone when I call. I was like, who the fuck?
And then she gave Shorty the blank business card.
That was fire. That was fire.
She was like,
here, hold this.
She was like, excuse me, who are you? She click, here, take this. She got to looking at it.
And the card's blank. You don't say.
Like, bro, did she just hand her a blank business card to shut her up? Boss move. Boss move.
That's gangster. That's gangster.
She told her from jump, she don't repeat herself. So handing her a business card with her name would have been repeating herself.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's
makes sense.
Shit. That's some sick ass shit. Zemo got taken by the Wakandans.
Yes.
I didn't like that scene. I didn't like that scene because they've been teasing that scene where Bucky is dropping the bullets out of his hand like the entire time, like since the first trailer for the TV show came out. And that's what it boiled down to, him fake shooting Zemo, and like it was over dramatic. It was a little over dramatic to me.
Yeah, like you
for something that didn't really mean much.
You cocked the pistol.
Like you clicked the safety off, pointed it, pulled the trigger, and then
you did all these theoretics to be like, you're he right.
You can take him now.
Look him,
Dano.
It was a lot. It was definitely dramatic. Like overly dramatic.
Sam also consulted Isaiah Bradley about potentially taking the whole Captain America role and just speaking about what happened to him.
Yeah, see, he was acting like Uncle Sam when he first got there. You could have been the first Captain America. Steve didn't put you in jail. You went to jail because shut up.
Shut up and listen. Up.
Yeah, right. Shut up. He low-key made me mad.
Face ass.
And the reason why it kind of pissed me off is because I've been waiting for Sam to say anything about being black in this TV show through the first 5 episodes. And he finally gets to it after speaking to Isaiah Bradley. But like up until this point, when he got denied at the bank, he got profiled by the cops, right?
It was a negative.
But I mean, everything that's been implied by that has been from our interpretation, right? He's never blatantly said anything racial in the first 5 episodes.
When he was talking about his aunt.
When he's talking about his aunt.
When he mentioned his aunt and he said my titi, and they was like, what is that? And he's like, oh, my aunt. That's what he said where I'm from.
I'm talking about how it relates to being a black Captain
America. His position.
You know what I mean? He has not said anything about race yet in a TV show that we were promised by the writers and producer that was going to be heavily focused on race. This is the first time throughout this entire series that they have overtly mentioned race, like directly mentioned a black Captain America. You know what I mean? A new black Captain America. So like, I like that Isaiah Bradley broke it down to him. I also like that he came off a little jaded. Like, if you was thrown in jail and experimented on for decades, right? Like, you would be like, no, man, they ain't never gonna let you be no black Captain America.
Yeah,
like,
I'm glad the colors don't mean nothing to me.
Mm-hmm. I like that they didn't turn it into Isaiah Bradley convincing him to take up the shield, because that would have been bullshit to me. That would have been bullshit. It makes sense that Isaiah Bradley is telling that nigga to run for the hills because they're never going to mess with you like that. Yeah,
they're not going to acknowledge you as that.
That absolutely makes sense. Flat out told him, like, what self-respecting black man would wear that flag.
Yeah,
I thought that was an interesting juxtaposition, because it's like, regardless of whether or not Sam actually takes the mantle, there's still going to be people on either side of the argument on the other side of him. So if he takes it, there are going to be people on the other side of him that say he shouldn't take it. If he doesn't take it, it's going to be a whole gang of people that told him that he should have took it up. So like, I like that you saw both sides of it, right? Because then his sister brought him back around and was like, hey, look, man, you going to let him get in your head, or you going to do what you need to do?
Yeah, fam,
so it's just, different opinions, different outlooks on the country, the flag, the history, and things like that. So definitely a good deep dive. and race in America. I just wish we would have gotten a little bit more of it. You know, we coming up on the last episode, and this was like the one episode that stood out to me that actually talked about it directly, and it wasn't just subliminal messages.
Damn, this is almost over, isn't it?
Yeah, they got one episode left.
Damn.
So going into that episode, we see Carly made a deal with George St. Pierre. We seen John Walker making his own shield, and then we seen.
Like, bro, if you don't get out of here with them replica pieces of metal, scrap metal.
Listen to me. Fucking Sam and Bucky has been played off as this whole buddy lethal weapon cop thing, right? And it's supposed to have comedy throughout. John Walker making his own shield in the after credit scenes was the funniest shit I have seen in this entire series. Like,
dripping red paint.
Like, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Oh my God! Oh, scrap metal ass shield, bro. That other one made of vibranium, boy. You better take your rinky dink ass, fiberglass ass. Get that shit out of here.
Whole time I just hear the Home Depot commercial in the background.
Oh my God! I'm like, man, get out of here with that shit.
Nigga went on Pinterest. How do you replicate Captain America copycat?
Made himself a fucking vision board and shit.
Oh, make discount vibranium.
Right. Nigga had the fire red paint that I used to paint up the J's and shit.
Oh my God. When Bucky get his hands on that, he gonna fold that aluminum in half. He's
one toss, that joint just gonna go and fall. You get no velocity on that, fam. What are you doing?
Well, speaking of vibranium, I believe that Sam got vibranium wings. Is that what's in that box?
See, and they pissed me off because you could have at least let me see what was in the case. You could have at least let me see what was in the goddamn case. Stop playing with me.
You gotta wait till the next episode.
No, just let me see. God damn it.
Nah.
They carried that
tease
case
you to the very end.
Yeah, he brought that bitch to the dock. Brought it to the dock, took it home. How many times did we look at that case and it didn't open? Jesus.
But you know he got vibranium wings, got the shield. He about to fucking kick some ass.
Then the little homies is playing with the shield in the living room. Like, bro, why is it out here in the general public? Why isn't this stowed away in like this shed or something? Your nephews, I'm sorry. It's like, bro, go away.
You know that joint would have ended up in the water somehow or somewhere it shouldn't have been in real life. Like, he fucked up the whole. Like, do you understand that's the only vibranium shield on the planet? Hey, sorry, Uncle Sam.
My bad.
My bad.
Sorry, Uncle Sam.
My bad. Sorry, Uncle Sam. I didn't know it was that serious.
Little black kid saying, "We sorry, Uncle Sam is nuts."
He got to change his name, I guess.
Fighter for America out here.
I was about to say, you need to get his shit together. And it's not even so much as like him not wanting to take it, but just I would have liked to see more of the struggle with it and why. Because like it just hasn't been explained as to, well, up until this point, right? It was never really fleshed out. You know, was it ever offered? Did anybody ever say anything to you that made you feel like you wouldn't be welcomed? Like, what was kind of like the turning point? Because when we left off in Endgame, it looked like he was about to take that bitch proudly. And then you start the series with him handing it over to a museum. So like, I would have liked to have seen what happened in between him taking the shield from Old Man Rogers and him giving it to the Smithsonian that led to that switch, you know? And if it was this thing in the back of your mind, like, bro, I'm a black man trying to rock an American flag and be the face of this country, like that does have huge implications. I just wish that it didn't rely so heavily on Isaiah Bradley's explanation, right? Sam is supposed to be the main character of the show. So let him be the vehicle by which you explain what the conflict is. It doesn't have to be. Isaiah Bradley was a good introduction. And then I even like that he went back and talked to him and got some more information. But like, I feel like the force that drives him into being Captain America or taking the shield back should have been Sam.
Yeah.
Like we again 5 episodes into this, and I feel like it's Bucky and the Flag Smashers featuring Sam Wilson.
Word on the
Low
low,
key.
on the low, on the low.
Low key.
No, I think they've gotten equal time.
Not in terms of screen time, but
we ain't getting to his story,
dives,
OD. Yeah, they ain't getting to the story too much. Like
I think
the character
of
dives
season,
have been much deeper on Bucky and even the Flag Smashers, I would say, than Sam. Sam, everything has been left up for our interpretation. And while we, as Black people, can pick up on certain things and see where it's going, right? He hasn't said anything about it. He hasn't talked about it. He hasn't fleshed it out. He hasn't dug in and did the work like he's telling Bucky to do.
It makes you think if they did that on purpose.
I don't know. Like everything that was indicated from, Malcolm Spellman and the director, I can't think of her name right now, but everything that was coming out of there was saying like this show is going to focus on race. It is going to be a show about race in America. And while there have been plenty of subliminal messages, a lot of symbolism, a lot of things that tie into what's going on today, they have not blatantly expressed, any type of racial angst or conflicts with him being Captain America. I feel like until now, like Bucky said something when they were at the house. He was like, how were we to know what it was going to be like for a Black man to take up the shield? How would either of us know? And I'm like, well, Sam's Black, so I think he should have known right when Sam handed him the fucking shield. I mean, when Steve handed him the shield, even to a certain extent, Bucky, who knew about Isaiah Bradley the entire time, how is it now you understand what the complications are? It's just, I don't know. I feel like they put it off. I think
you don't think that's going to be a arc in the next season though. Once he supposedly becomes.
Are we positive that there's going to be a new season?
I would think so.
I think so.
I mean, have they confirmed that there's going to be a season 2? They only did 6 episodes of season 1. So, I mean, it could stand to reason that all of these are just one-off series, just like WandaVision, just like, Loki coming up. Like they have not announced that any of these series that are coming right now are continuous series. I'm sure some of them will end up being, and Falcon Winter Soldier may be, but to have this opportunity now, I don't want you to wait until Sam is Captain America to start talking about race. Like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Now, the story is now, right? The conflict of him taking it. Now is your opportunity to really dig into that. After he's Captain America, right, in season 2, he's going to have new threats to focus. We're not going to be focusing so much on
his
oh my God, we got a Black Captain America. Hopefully we'll have moved past that at some point if there is going to be a season 2.
Yeah.
I would think that if there is a season 2, that they would make it to be, him dealing with the pressures of being said Black Captain America.
Well, also what I don't want to happen is Falcon and Winter Soldier now becomes the TV show that's responsible for race relations.
I get it.
Right? Like, if we're going to talk about it openly and honestly, then we should be able to get that in some other series as well. Right? Not just the one with the Black lead. So I don't want it now to be, Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan's responsibility to accurately display, what it is that they're trying to get across in terms of race relations. Because if you were trying to talk about it openly and honestly, you wouldn't delegate it to one show.
But then doesn't Black Panther also deal in race at some level?
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
We
gotta wait for that one. We gotta wait for that one. We gotta wait for that one. Not on this. Not on this clip.
The irony of them trying to dig through racial issues in Black Panther without Black Panther would be mind exploding to me. Hashtag recast T'Challa.
Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this, go ahead and click that video to the left.
And if you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.